here. How's everyone doing this morning?
Fine. Aldina's out in California team. And Aldina, we can go ahead and have you get started on ports to paperwork, from ports to
Oh,
paperwork.
yes.
The floor is
Just want to
yours.
share a little bit of information. Thank you, Kelly, for that great information. Something to consider. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aldina Lee. My daughter, Brianne, I know she was joining in. I don't know if you see that, Eric, or not, but hey, Bree, good morning. From ports
Hello,
to
Bree.
paperwork, we're just going to have a little conversation about this because I was noticing in the vendors and sellers group that there were some questions going on. So I just wanted to share a little bit of light on you and let's have a discussion. We only have 10 minutes. Okay. Next slide, please. Our agenda for today is to work for hire contracts, tariffs, timeline, shipping, expenses. Then we have an open forum for Q&A. If Eric can hyperlink this link and then put it in the chat box for everyone. He's not able to do that. Okay, well, we're going to probably have to come back to it. But in essence, the work for hire, I was taking everyone to a copy of a work for hire agreement. If you want to take a picture of this, then you can just type it in yourself instead of us hyperlinking, and then you can look for it. It's an actual contract document that you can complete with your potential client and for services that you will be offering. There was question on someone in one of the chapters wanted a vendor to do some work for them, and then it sounded as if they were going to just take it over themselves. Let me share with each and every one of you. We are licensed Delta vendors. We must follow what national has put in place and what you sign on your contractual agreement. The other part of it is you are the vendor. So they should not be doing DIY after you should be the one with the contract with the chapter. That's what I'm trying to say. If there's not anyone in that chapter who is the licensed vendor offering this, because you're responsible for all of the Delta IP, not anyone in that chapter. I don't know if that's kind of clear or not, but I just wanted to also share with you that the actual contract work for hire agreement. Okay, Eric dropped it. It's a hyperlink. Let's see if we can click on it. I clicked on it. I found this one is on LegalZoom. There are a lot of them out there. You can use Rocket Lawyer, but also you can add into the agreement your specific detail, and it'll list the information here, who it's between you and the potential client, what you're going to be doing, the materials used, and it goes on and on. This here just helps you get your thoughts together and that you will be able to put all your information of what is acceptable for you to do that work and what you need to do and who will own the rights to that work that you actually do.
Okay.
Is there a general question now?
They should be able to see the form I put in the on the screen. Hopefully everyone can see it.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay, you kind of went through all my slides real quick.
Okay.
Anyway, we're good. That's okay. The next topic we were going to talk about discussion was your supplies. I don't know how familiar all of you are with in doing your taxes for your business, but you should make sure that you're including all of your expenses on your taxes. That means advertising, supplies, insurance, office supplies. any rent, if you have a room in your house that you're using as your office or your kitchen table, that information, any vehicle or any equipment that you lease, some travel and some meals, all the meal, and and then also any registration fees, any car fees for your own self, your registration fees, those are all part of your business. And you really should make sure that you're capturing all of those expenses, the income you bring in minus the expenses. Okay. The other thing that I want to talk about was the tariffs. Now, every day it's a challenge because we never know which way we're going to be going with that particular word T. So I say this to say, make sure when you're working with your manufacturer or suppliers that you're asking them all the questions you need to ask up front. So then that way you're not surprised on the back end when they say, okay, we've shipped your items. And then you get a text message or call from DHL or one of the customs agent facilities that they use, UPS or FedEx, saying, we have your packages, but you need to pay this cost before it's delivered, because they will not drop or leave that package with you until they receive full payment. Okay. So you have to do a little bit more on the front end so you know everything before your package gets here. Another thing on the timeline as far as ordering, um, like right now, is the time to be ordering for spring. And I know we went through this process with the actual chapter presidents over a month ago, but the timelines are very important ordering, because if you're ordering from overseas, they have a lot of holidays. And actually, in about a week, they're going to be on a festival holiday and they're going to be out for about 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks worth of production that nothing will be done, because when they go on holiday, they go on holiday. Everything shuts down. And then you're in line, but you for your materials to be made, but you have to keep in mind the rest of the world is also standing in line also. So even though we're small businesses, we're competing with other businesses for that manufacturer to get the work done. So for spring, you should be start to thinking about ordering now, because their holidays are starting and ramping up. Um, I did give that timeline schedule. If all of you were on the call, August, I think it was August 31st. If you were on that call, and then I know Angelica ran the actual presentation for the entire month of September. If not, maybe she can just share it with you if you reach out to her on the ordering.
I will make sure I do.
Yeah, especially if, thank you, Angelica, if you're ordering um, throughout the year. It's something to think about and consider. And right now, with everything being so fluid and flexible, it's better if maybe if it's a product that it's really selling, you may want to purchase a little extra to get it here so you can stop paying those tariffs costs. Right now, I have an order, and I've just been creating and designing so the manufacturer can get everything done at one time, my order, and then ship everything here at one time. Okay. Oh, here's the schedule. Maybe you want to take a snapshot of it, but as you can see, if you have an event September through December, you need to order between April and June in order to receive it August. January through March, remember they're going on holidays. That's why I say make sure you order by in order to get things here in time. If you plan on ordering something in December, really for the spring, you're kind of too late. Their holidays sometimes are for weeks on end, and then but remember they're backlogged with other orders, and you're all in the mix also. Okay. Um, the other thing I wanted to share, the actual vessel or whatever you choose to get your products here, whether it's air, air freight is really, really expensive. It's so expensive, especially if you're ordering a lot. We had one, it was $3,000 just to get a product here. Then the actual customer said they wanted it here expediently. They were going to have to pay an additional $4,000. So, of course, they said no, let it come sea freight. Now, sea freight was fine, and it got here actually early because they put it on the speedboat. But when you're setting up this shipping, as you know, the the suppliers will not do anything unless you pay them either a deposit, get started with the order, or you pay the entire order. So if you know it's imperative for your client to get that item here, maybe you go ahead and you ask the client, hey, we need that deposit to get your order going. Okay. If you were on that last call, our 40 boxes did arrive on time, and we have been shipping those boxes to all their destinations for that particular client. So we're very happy and pleased with that. Because here at the Port of Long Beach, I don't know if any of you heard about it, some of the containers on that ship, over 100 of them fell off into the ocean. Nobody knows what happened. I was thanking God that my packages were here with me and not on that container ship that's just like, 10 minutes away down the road. But anyway, this is a good schedule to kind of look at. You can tweak it based on the items that you purchase for your store. And remember, we always have to be in compliance because we're the ones responsible who signed the agreement with Delta, and we know what the IP is supposed to look like and the brand. Next. Okay. Are there any questions? I had to put on some pearls. It's real early this morning.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know that some of the tariffs have not set in as of yet because of time frames. But what is the most important one, or the one that are the date or the holiday or the season that we really need to be focusing in on now? Is it membership intakes that's coming, or will it be for our founders days? Like when a chapter is wanting to order something, like a large bulk of something and all, what should we be focusing on right now? What season for a chapter, whether it's Delta or not?
Right now it is membership intake. That kicks off and rush and all of that start in October, and they have to be finished no later than the end of November 30th. Okay. So, but if you plan on ordering, I'm gonna say the masses, it's probably, maybe you can get your items here, maybe not, because you don't know when the actual chapter themselves will, be coming out saying, hey, I'm going to need 20 of this, I'm going to need 30 of this, and if you have that amount of supplies on hand to meet the demand.
So they need to start ordering or thinking initially, have some idea as of now, because October is right around the corner, but then we are now going into the holiday season too.
Exactly. So that's why if you go back to the schedule, Eric, can we go back to the schedule? Thank you for bringing that up. So with that in mind, knowing that right now it's MIT.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead. And while he's I guess he's looking for it. Yeah.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Okay. So right now we're in the September. No, you need to really have placed your order April through June.
Yeah.
Where am I? Wait a minute. No, right here. So you see where it says March, April, or May, June? This is when you want to make sure you have your packages here, because right now, membership intake is going to be off and running in a few more weeks. They're going to be doing it. All the trainings are taking place right now with the chapters. I'm an MIT trainer and IT trainer. So all of that is happening right now, all the trainings and everything's going on. If you can, go and place your order, maybe with your supplier, you can get your items here timely. Or maybe some of the chapters, or you can advertising, hey, I'm a vendor. We have items to meet your needs, whatever that may be, because they're not necessarily going to tell you we're having MIT. They're not going to say that if you're a non-Delta. They're not going to say that. If you're Delta or non-Delta, they're not going to let you know. You certainly can, just start advertising, okay? That you do have, extra supplies to meet any of your needs, so forth, however you do your advertising. Thank you, Angelica.
Yes. And I will be having that chapter resource book that I will not be giving out until after this summit and all, because I'm still inputting vendors who would like to be a part of it. If you're not a part of the marketplace, make sure you contact me after so you can learn, because it will be marketplace vendors who are in that chapter resource book. And that'll be given out to leadership. It is an exclusive proprietary publication. It's not for the public at all. It's for leadership. So they can know how to plan accordingly, and they can save some money as well, or spend their funds wise as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And they're always, and you have to remember, they purchase in bulk. So, you have items reasonably priced because they're trying to buy so much. And then you're going to have other people in the chapter who are also probably going to support the new initiates also.
And then
So
they also have
something
upcoming, and yes, and they have upcoming events as well. And
well,
that's right now you and still in a good place for upcoming events for 2026, like Founders Days, and specific types of events that are germane to each organization. Like we have May Week, so
right.
And
here's the other thing. They have membership intake, and then you have the holidays. Because 9 times out of 10, the chapters are celebrating in some way, shape, or form. Some of them always, they like purchasing items for their sisters and or their line. So that's something to think about and consider. And then also, like Angelica said, we have Founders Day. That's coming up in January, depending on what region you're in. When it starts. Okay, ours start in the beginning, yes, of January. And you could be a vendor for any of the D9. You just have
you need to
put your schedule together of all the activities and things that happen for your particular organization and how you can best sell to them.
And here's a key point. Sigma Gamma Rho looks at the 22nd of every month as a special day. I'm not sure if that's a gift-giving day or some type of celebration, but just want to put that out there. The 22nd of every month is a special day for them.
See, it's little things like that can help out the vendor who is licensed for Sigma Gamma Rho. They probably knew that, or if they don't, they do. And they can put a whole campaign around that.
Yes.
I know I just thought of one, but it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So, okay, there's some questions here. Oh, that's not for me.
But if you have any questions, let me see. I was looking, I thought I had seen one. Well, nevertheless, you're going to be in the chat box anyway for a little bit. And we would like to thank Dr. Aldina Lee, and her beautiful daughter, Bree. I didn't see Bree yet, but thank you. This is very invaluable information that all of us can use. And this will also be addressed in the chapter resource book, but also in some separate documents for everyone as well who attended today's event. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat for Bree and Dr. Aldina Lee. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. And we love sharing because we're all small businesses and we want to flourish and, be profitable. So, any information we all can share with each other is the goal. Perfect. Get ready for 2026, y'all. It's on and popping.
Yes, around the corner.